class, let us see what are the various networking components. So networking means connecting one computer with another computer is called as a networking. So sharing of information from one computer to another computer is called as a network. Internet is nothing but a group of computers connected together is called as a internet. So if you are accessing your Gmail, so your mail will be stored in the Gmail server. So whenever you try to log in into your Gmail server, the data which is there in the Gmail server will come to your system. So that means your computer is connected to the Gmail computer through a network, and that network is called as the internet. So in today's class, let us see what are the various components which are required to connect to the network or an internet. So in today's class, let us see what is meant by a modem, what is meant by a router, what is meant by a switch, what is meant by an access point. So coming to this particular components, so this is called as a modem. This is called as a modem. Modem means modem stands for modulator as well as demodulator. Modulator and demodulator. So what is a modulator and what is a demodulator? So normally we will be getting the internet connectivity by using a telephone line, by using a landline telephone line. So that landline telephone line you are going to connect it to here. This is a port where you are going to connect a landline connection, and here you are going to have the 4 LANs called as a local area network. So by using this particular modem, you are going to connect 4 computers. So internet is coming through a PSTN line. The PSTN line you are going to connect here, and here you will be having 4 ports, and by using these 4 ports you can connect 4 desktop computers or a printer to this particular modem. And here this is a antenna, and this antenna is used to have the wireless access. So here you will be having a reset button and a WPS switch, and this is an on-off switch, and here you are going to give the 12 volts power supply. And coming to this particular modem, this is a modem as well as a router, where this acts like a modem, acts like a router also. So what is the difference between a modem and a router? So modem is nothing but it is a modulator and a demodulator. And simply whatever the information which we are getting it from the internet, it will convert into a digital form, and that information will be again converted into analog form, and that will be transferred to the internet. That is called as a modulation and demodulation. Whereas the duty of a router, or what the function of a router, here if you see, this is a router. So what you are going to do is the output from this particular LAN switch, you are going to connect it to a router. So what is this particular router? So what the router does is, so you will be having n number of computers. Suppose if I am having, say this is an ISP, like where I am going to get from the internet, and from this particular internet what I am going to do is, by using a line I am going to connect it to the router, or I can call this as a modem, and from the modem what I am going to do is I am going to connect it to a router, right? So here from this particular ISP is called as an internet service provider. So by using a telephone line I am going to connect get the internet. So that internet what I am going to do is I am going to connect it to the modem. From that particular modem what I am going to do is I am going to connect it to the router. So what is the duty of the router is, the router is going to assign you the IP addresses, or we call it as it will assign IP addresses. So what is an IP? IP is called as internet protocol. So for each and every system, what you are going to do is, suppose this is a system 1, this is a system 2. So what the router does is, the router will assign IP addresses for each and every system. Suppose if this is the router, the IP address of this IP address is say 192.168.1.1, and the IP address of this particular system will be 192.168.1.2, and the IP address for this particular system is 192.168.1.3. So these particular IP addresses will be assigned by this particular DHCP. So what does this particular DHCP stands for? DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Control Protocol. So this particular router, automatically it allows, it assigns this particular IP address. So this by using this particular IP address, we are going to connect it to the internet. So this is the address of a system which is connected to this particular internet. So the main function of the router is it is used to assign the IP addresses for each and every system. And next, let us say what is meant by a switch. So coming to the switch, here in this particular router, we are having only 4 computers we can connect it to the router. Suppose if I need to connect more than 4 computers, what I need to do is I need to go for a switch. So what is the main purpose of the switch is, so if I, from this particular router, I am going to get internet. So from this particular router, I can connect up to 4 computers. So if I require more than 4 computers, what I am going to do is the output of this particular router is given to a switch. So this is called as a switch. And this, the function of this particular switch is this is called as a 24 port switch, where you will be having 24 ports. So by using these 24 ports, what you can do is you can connect up to 24 computers. This is called as a switch. And next, let us say what is meant by access point. So this is called as an access point. This is called as a wireless access point. Suppose if I want to extend my Wi-Fi range, say to some 1 kilometers or 2 kilometers, what I am going to do is I am going to connect my internet, the output of the router or the output of the switch. What I am going to do is I am going to connect to this particular switch. So if I connect the output of this particular router to this particular access point, what happens is the range of this particular Wi-Fi will be extended. In this TP-Link wireless router, you can extend the range up to 15 kilometers. So if I want to transmit my internet up to 15 kilometers, what I can do is I can connect that particular output from the router or the switch to this particular access point. So this is called as a wireless access point. The main function of this particular wireless access point is, if I want to extend my range to a, say 1 kilometers or 2 kilometers, I can connect this wireless access point.